Good morning, El Paso. I sound like the Good Morning America and America, because with America, it's like eXp Realty is all over the world. So yeah, good morning to a lot of people around the world. And I want to say how humbled Edgar and I are
Absolutely.
to have a very, very special couple here to talk to us and give us and feed us everything that well, we can't do everything, right? But that's going to have to be in segments. And we are super excited to welcome Rebecca and Josue Soto. And we are ready for you. As you all know, Edgar and I are here in El Paso, and we've had Nick for quite a while. I think we're going on a year with him, and he has pushed us to do these amazing things. And one of them is to interview great people like you. So thank you for being here today. And we're going to learn so much in such little time. So thank you.
Well, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure indeed to have this opportunity to chat with you guys. So we're excited to share.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I mean, yeah, I know Jackie said humbled. I'm more on the other side, more excited just to really get in there and dig in a little bit. Obviously, Jackie and I always just have a great admiration for couples that are doing real estate, just for the simple matter that we're a couple. I got into this crazy business. I don't know how I did it, but I followed her, and we all have our stories. And I wanted to take this little time to kind of get your guys' story, right? How did you guys start? How did this whole great thing that you guys are doing, and just kind of go from there?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I think we are like kindred hearts here, because we get excited also to see another real estate couple. We know that it's not an easy thing. And when you're partnered up with the right person, it just makes the experience so much nicer. So Josh and I got started back in 2006. We were in complete different industries. And we made a decision that we wanted to dive into the real estate world. And so we took the course together, passed the test, and it's been an amazing career for the past 15 years. We've worked primarily as a husband and wife team. So it's been very exciting and rewarding. Josh, what do you want to say?
Yes, since 2006. And many of you guys know that the market crash hit right after that in 2008. But we were able to weather the storm and really learn the ins and outs of this industry. And to be honest with you, I think it was more of a blessing than anything else, because we were able to really understand how real estate is very diverse in different aspects, and as far as you can really grow your business in different parts of the real estate. So we were very blessed to really understand how that works. And we worked, we have our own brokerage for almost 9.5 years, until 18 months ago, we moved over and partnered up with some partners here with eXp Realty. And it's been a blessing, man. I can't say enough. We run a pretty good team right now, a team of like 10 or 12. And it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's amazing. 10 to 12. Well, it's just me and Edgar. We don't even know. Well, me, Edgar, and then we have three agents, but amazingly, like, we've been trying to talk to couples like this to know and understand how to grow. So that was one of the reasons we came to eXp Realty, is to collaborate and mentor. And then all these crazy good incentives started coming that we were like, what in the world is going on? It was like too much overwhelmingly goodness. So I love that you say that you were running your guys' brokerage for many years. What, like talking to your wonderful people in your circle, what made you do the change, and how has it grown both of you as far as being able to hit all these milestones with eXp?
Okay, well, I'll take that one. So I feel that having had our real estate business for the 9 years, and it was a successful business, I love that we were able to keep our expenses low. And so during those hard times, we were able to kind of coast with it, because we really didn't have a lot of expenses. So I think that's one of the bigger things that kind of saved us during that time. But I also I felt that being an independent brokerage, I was oftentimes feeling like I had to reinvent the wheel. Yes. I was lacking support. You don't know who to turn to. Everyone in your market is a competitor. And I noticed that in your intro, you guys are you NARUP 10 top 250 agents?
Yes.
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 Yes, congratulations, we are as well. And
Congratulations.
thank you. And we've been members of NAREP for, I think past 5-6 years now. And I think that has been the one thing that kind of helped us to see bigger, to catapult us where we were. I describe it as our springboard, because we were coming out of a bad economy and kind of reestablishing ourselves, because we had lost a lot during that time, and we're on the upswing, but looking for something else to kind of help us kind of excel, right? And to keep growing. We were at the top of our skill set, and we were like, where do we go from here, right? Who do we turn to? And for the first time, we felt that we had something that gave us that another perspective, right? To be surrounded by other top producers, finding mentors, seeing other ways. It just gave us an exposure so much greater. We came in with hearts to serve on a voluntary basis in our chapter, a local chapter. And I feel that what we got was so much more. We gained a family and a network that, and I mention all of this, it's a huge part of our success, I would say, because you've heard the term, your network is your net worth. And so you really don't see that until you're actually living through it. So through those relationships that we have built, different opportunities have come around, and we built such a huge network. We feel that we have a family all around the United States, and it really has opened up a lot of opportunity for us, including this opportunity here now with EXP. I felt like we needed something that was going to help us with technology and real estate moving so quickly. It was exhausting. And I looked at Josh one day and I said, we need to align ourselves with a company that's going to take us from here to the next 20 years or more. And so we started doing our homework, and we felt that the values and the opportunity that we had with this company was going to help us. And so it has been an amazing transformation in these past, 18 months?
18 months.
Yeah, it's 18 months for us too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's 18 months. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because NAREP was really I think the first time that we heard about EXP here in our local market. Obviously, we didn't quite put much emphasis because, we're in and out of every transaction, trying to close it, and we need one more, to hit our goal or whatever. But when we went to NAREP, it was, I guess it's going to be 2 years now. It was there in San Diego, and we got to just see a lot of big hit stars, Veronica Figueroa. We started hearing some big names. We're like, where are these coming? Who are they? Who is EXP? Let's look into it a little bit more. Ironically, we get a call. We came back to El Paso, and we get a call from, our sponsor, and says, hey, we're having this little event called EXP Con, if you want to come and join us in Vegas, right? Who doesn't want to go to Vegas? So we make the trip, and it was just a one-stop hit. We're like, what are we doing? I mean, this is, everything that you just mentioned is what we were looking for as well, and we just nailed it. And we're still in the infancy stage, because we're really just looking for, a little bit of, I don't want to say leadership, because we had some very good leadership before, but it was just more being able to collaborate with people on a regular basis, learn how they're doing business. Like I said, I go back to the couple thing. I wanted to find other couples that were doing amazing things here in El Paso. And we have a few here, but just always very, I don't want to say
yes, what Rebecca was saying, everybody's like a competitor.
Yeah.
So you really can't, it feels like everything's secretive, like, oh no, I can't give you that information. And you're like, why? Like,
we're friends, right? Yeah.
Or, let's collaborate. Let's talk a little bit and mastermind with some coffee. Or, and EXP has shown, oh my gosh, it's beyond. It's just
we just missed each other because we were at EXP Con.
We were both, and now we're at
convention.
And then we went straight to EXP Con in Vegas.
Yeah, we went straight from there.
Along the way, amazing. There's so many people though.
Yeah, at that moment, I think we had just came over. I think we were only not even a year into EXP yet. No, I don't think so.
No, just a couple of months.
A couple months only.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because we came in August. Yeah, so we're only a couple months in, and
Yeah,
That's
You know,
right.
alignment is very important. This is one thing I can tell you guys is that one of the things that we realize is that our partners and our alignment that with our partners has been amazing. You know, it's like we believe is we're one big fire, man. We're all aligned with one another. We help each other. We leverage each other, and we lift each other up to get to where we want to go and continue that. And it starts from the top all the way to the bottom. It doesn't matter what alignment where you sit at in our lines. You're still part of us, and we're going to help you grow your business. So you know, so it's important for us to really understand how important it is to be around and surround yourself with individuals that are really going to help you get to where you want to go.
Exactly. You just hit it right there on the button. So what can you say, like, for instance, there's a lot, I don't know if you've noticed over these course of years, because I started in 2006, probably one of the worst years, right? When we crashed, right, with that bubble. But, you know, what can you say as far, who joined the real estate business, like, first? And who was it? Was it you, Josue?
No, it was both of us at the same time, believe it or not.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were saying at the same time.
We actually both have full-time jobs, and in the beginning, Rebecca was able to go. She went part-time instead of full-time, and she was able to run the business. You know, she was the main person running the business at the time, while I was still in my full-time job, and she was, you know, without making the move the way we did it strategically, I think it would have never worked out if we would have just ran in head first. And it was something that was very important to us because we wanted to make sure that this was the right decision we were making. And she would set up all the appointments. She would go on listing appointments while I was out working still. And when I would get back from work, I would do all the showings till like 8, 9 o'clock at night. Granted, I worked 14 hours a day while I was still learning the real estate business.
Oh,
So,
wow. Yeah.
and vice versa. Her, I mean, she was working long hours, but it was a sacrifice. I'll tell you this. You know, I think Jackie
And raising three small children
at the time, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing
you have to get to with the kids, okay?
one piece of advice, Jackie and Edgar, that I would give you guys, and I give our audience is that, you know, stay consistent, man. You know, don't divert from where you want to go. Stay focused. Stay focused on your dreams. You know, align yourself with influencers and people that are going to take you to where you want to go. That's important. You know, if you're able to align yourself with someone that is really going to understand and see your vision the way you're looking at it, then just stay consistent. That's what I recommend always.
I really love that. I love that key.
And one of the things that I know consistency is definitely one of the big ones. And I just want to share this with the audience. One of the big ones too that I like that you guys talk about is commitment, right? And it is being committed. I love it to what we do, which is real estate, being committed to your partner and being committed to which when you just mentioned it and it just kind of slipped my mind. So sorry about that. But and just to our marriage, right? Because and I do want to dive into it a little bit because people don't understand there's basically 2 lives, right? Or 3 lives, really. There's when we're doing our business part of it, which is great. And then we have to go home and be parents to our wonderful kids. We can't forget them. And then we also have the big piece, which is going to be, we still have to be our married couple. And sometimes it's hard because of the stuff that goes on in the business, in the daily, and then we have to kind of
even though we're 24/7 together.
You know, it's like you know, the gym time is funny because I've been trying to invite her and say, hey, why don't you come and go to the gym? She's like, don't you that time to kind of divert and leave that for yourself? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. It'd just be too much time together, right?
So how do you guys normally function to do it as far as your time, family, business, so forth?
I think through the years, it kind of evolved and taken different shape. It depends where we've been in our life. Right now, I think that it's a tricky balance because we both love what we do. And so oftentimes we'll be like, all right, we're not going to talk about real estate right now. We're gonna go out for dinner and have a nice conversation. And then before you know it, we're back on real estate. And like, can we even have a conversation outside of real estate? But the truth is we're enjoying it. So, you know, what I say is that if you love what you do, you never work a day. It just feels like an extension of who we are, what we do, and what we love, right? So also have surrounded ourselves with a lot of friends. We were just noticing the other day that most of our friends are also in real estate. It's like, wait, do you have any friends outside of real estate?
Yeah, you know, I'm glad Rebecca brought that up because it's so true. We were at just a little small mastermind that we had together with some of our partners.
Veronica, who you
Veronica, because
Amazing.
Veronica and her husband Tony are amazing friends of ours. We're really tight. Let's just say that. And we have other partners that came down from other states, and we just had a little get together, just talking, you know. And all of a sudden, we all asked each other the question: is like, okay, wait a minute, we're all in the same business. That's all we talk about is real estate. But you know, it's important for you guys to understand, everyone to understand, is that Rebecca just said it best. It's who you align yourself with and where you want to go. You know, you are resemblance of the top 5 people you hang with, you know?
And I think taking that time, whether it's, you know, during the day that you're working with clients, and then in the evenings, it's that quiet time that you spend together at home. It's going out for the dinners. It's taking your vacations. We mentioned going to San Diego and Vegas. We took a few extra days for us, you know? So we usually get there like a day or two before, we live like a day or two after, and we experience the places that we're at. I mean, we're from Orlando, Florida, so San Diego's awesome, you know? We want to see it all. We've been there a few times already because of the NAREP conventions. Yes. And we even took a trip with, I'm sure you know,
Jerry
Asensio. And we went down into Mexico with them. They did a charter tour. I mean, it was amazing. And so we do these trips together, and we just have a wonderful time. Vegas, we took a few extra days there too, and just experienced Vegas, you know, and one other down into the Grand Canyons. We took a tour over there and just kind of seeing the beauty that this world has to offer, you know, and so just experiencing that is the best.
Yeah, I think sometimes we need that though with such, you know, this everyday, it's so demanding. It's so, you know, the growth is good, but it also like stays here, like in your mind. So sometimes you need, as a married couple, to take those timeouts out. And sometimes I tell Edgar, like, it's okay, you know, because me and him, when he first joined me 4 years ago, it was just me. So when he joined me, I felt like a sense of relief. And then, you know, I was hitting that ceiling, like, how do we grow? How do we, you know, get to the next level? Yeah. Like, I was so confused about it. And then, you know, when EXP came abroad, we started being able to grow the team, where I feel like Edgar and I struggle, because it is a struggle. And that's why I love to have you guys here, so we can pick your brains about it. And the married couples that are out there, I'm pretty sure, you know, you guys are, you know, now a husband and wife team, and you want to know how to grow your team or what roles to put them in. Edgar and I were just literally running the fort of being a TC, being an admin, because I had lost my admin that was with me, just me alone. And then, you know, needing leverage with an agent or two. So now that we've come to EXP, we've been able to grow the 2 or 3 agents. So what would you like say to these married couples that are out there, for instance, need to be not 100%, but be ready to start growing their team?
I mean, I think it all starts with your vision and your goal for how to build your team. You know,
having
I think
clarity of your vision.
Yeah, having clarity of your vision, which Rebecca just mentioned. I think that right now one of the biggest mistakes that I think we all done. I mean, and I'm referring to her and I, was that we waited a little bit too long to hire that assistant, to hire that TC. Mm-hmm. So I was in a conversation the other day with someone that was presented to me, and they wanted me to mentor her. And she's doing phenomenal in our market, but the problem is that she's already finding herself everywhere. And I told her, okay, let's talk about your business and your goals, you know. So when we were able to dive deeper into what she wants, I was like, well, right now, before you hire a buyer's agent, you need to get yourself an assistant.
Correct.
Prior to that, you need to get yourself a TC. See, because I think a lot of times we try to be try to control everything. And I was one of them. I'm a control freak. I had to make sure that I was the one handling everything. So once I was able to let go and understand why it's important to trust everyone in who you brought along,
yes,
And it's been a phenomenal, man. The past 18 months has been crazy. 2 years, really. We've had our TC for 2 years, and it's been amazing, you know. And even now we're bringing on some ISAs, and we're training them the right way to really understand how we run our team, how we run our leads. So it's all important to really understand where you want to go with your team, you know. So once you can dive, I think everything else will fall into place, but you got to understand the structure and the way you want to run your team. So that's what you want to.
I think you said it best there. And I think knowing how and when to delegate, oftentimes, like Josh mentioned, we want to do it all and no one could do it better than I, or these are my clients. And I want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. You don't want to fail the client. Well, you can't get ahead. You cannot scale or grow if you're doing all aspects of the business. When I see someone who wants to be realtor, mortgage, title, insurance, and home warranty person, you know, jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades,
none, right?
exactly.
So you can't have your hands in everything, but you should find the right partners and let them do their part of the job. So I think that's important. And you know what? Mistakes are going to happen. That's okay, because we learn from them and we keep getting better. So if we never let go of those different positions or those different jobs, then there's only so many clients I can see in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. You're never going to scale past that if you're doing it all. So you've got to partner. You've got to learn the power of leveraging partners.
Yeah, and failure, you said it best. I mean, everyone is so afraid to fail. They don't understand. Failures bring growth. You know, you got to fail in order for you to grow. And one of the things that Rebecca and I learned is like through our 15-year career in the real estate business, there's been many times that we failed, but we wouldn't be where we're going right now if we didn't fail. So we always try to take the perspective and look at everything as a positive.
Yes, right on point there. So like, I want to let people know the frustration and the overwhelming is all normal.
That's part of the process.
It's normal to have those emotions.
Absolutely.
Today, you know.
It's part of the process. You gotta trust it, and it's a cliche or whatnot, but it's you fall forward and get up and move on. We have Jackie has a famous saying, or her quote anyways. And we share with our kids all day is, you got 5 minutes, cry about it, do whatever you got, and get over it and move on. Because that's it.
I think that's like really helped everybody is. Okay, a deal falls through. Okay, this happened. XYZ happened. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes. Cry, shout, whatever. Move on. Let's go. Like, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
So that's kind of how we kind of played it out this time around.
That is a wonderful rule to live by, because the truth is we're human. We get upset. Things make us mad, but you can't stay there. You can't fall down into that pit of despair and stay sulking in it. You've got to, get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Who's next? I want to work with whoever wants to work next. Who's ready? Okay, step aside. You're not ready. Let me get to the next one. And it's not that those other people don't matter, right? But they're in a different stage. We're gonna put them in another place where they're being taken care of, whether it's credit, whether it's this, that, and the other.
Nurtured,
But being nurtured. But let's work with those who are ready. Let's move on to the next. And if you don't want to work with me, that's okay too. I'm gonna love you where you're at, but I'm moving on to the next person.
I love it. I love that. Now, let me tell you, I am so excited to hear about this next topic, and that is every accomplishment that you guys have done. I could just see it in you guys. You guys like blossom. I love your energy. I love your attitude. I think that's how Edgar and I like feed off people is energy. And you guys just look like such an amazing couple and have grown so far. How can you tell us about this huge accomplishment you've come to accomplish? And that's your book, Married in Real Estate. You see that pretty sign back there, guys? Like, how amazing is that?
It.
Nick told us about that, and we were like, let's do this.
Like, we did,
We're going to go on Nick right now. We love Nick. He has been such a blessing for our life. We met him immediately upon coming into the company, and he's just been one of those key players. In the beginning, he started us off with our content card, and And he got us started with that. And then I knew that his background was working in a call center. And so I brought him in for an event, a local event that we had in Orlando. And he came in and we spent the weekend together. And this is right before the COVID shutdown, right? And so he successfully did the event. It was amazing. We had a great time. And we got to spend the day together after that. And there was a bunch of events. So we went to we hit up all these local events in town and spent the day together. And at the end of the day, he's like, you guys need to write a book. And we were like, wait, what? Everyone has a story, right? But he got to hear a little bit about us and how we operate. He's like, you guys have to write about it. So we detail our journey in real estate from the time that we met, the time that we switched over. There's so many people that don't understand how to go full-time into real estate. And we talk about it. We talk about how we were juggling both until we could let go of the day jobs and continue full-time. And we've never looked back. But there was that time where we almost lost it all, right? And so we talk about that as well and how we bounced back from that. So I think it's a really great book that anyone, even if you're outside of real estate, that you can read and learn from our journey. There are life lessons and exercises within the book to help you reflect on your own life and help you to bounce back, scale higher, give you hope. Because, and recently, this is funny because, not funny, but an agent told me, he goes, I guess I got into the business at the wrong time. And I don't know why he felt now is the wrong time. And I said, well, because I guess he's looking at it being as a tough market. And I said, this market, if you can survive these tough times, that's what makes you. See, anybody could be a realtor during the good times. That doesn't make you a good realtor. It's during the tough times. If you can meet these challenges and survive and thrive, that's what makes a really good realtor. So you've come in at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, she said it best. I think that when you look at it, Jackie, you mentioned you've been in it 15 years. So I remember when we came into this business, as soon as the market started crashing, we went on our local market. We're the third largest board in the nation, by the way, Central Florida. So, and all of a sudden you see the numbers decreasing every single week. And I told Rebecca, I'm like, I'm gonna stick this out, because if we can survive this, we're gonna go where we're gonna go. And let me tell you, it was the greatest move that we ever did, was just sticking it out, going through those tough times. And man, we were able to blossom and just learn every aspect of the business. I think people give up too easy, Jackie and Edgar. I think that, when there's challenges, man, confront them, face them and just walk right through them. Just learn everything about it, even through your failures.
I love what you said there. I love what you said there, because again, like you mentioned, you gotta ride out these waves. I think this is probably the second hit that we got. The first one was the bubble when it crashed, and then this one, the pandemic. And I remember in my class, the instructor stood up there and said to a class in 2006, when everybody was joining, is there's 40 of you in here, only 3 of you will probably make it here in real estate. And I was scared because I just left the sheriff's department for 5 years. I was like, what in the world, did I do to myself?
Yeah, I'm looking at her like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah, so he was the money, he was bringing in the income, and I'm like, what did I do? I made a mistake, and then the crash and so forth. And I was with a small boutique brokerage during then. So I was about to give up. I was going to give up because I had no mentorship, no collaboration, no nothing. So, the new agents that are out here right now, or the ones that been a couple of years in and feel like they're going to give up. What's some advice, like you said, beside that key one that you said that you would tell them?
Stay focused. Trust yourself. Don't be afraid to fail. That's what I would say.
Good advice. I would say take action, stay consistent. It may seem that sometimes your efforts are not yielding results, but it will. Keep planting and you will reap your harvest.
Love it. I love it. How can EXP change new agents or an agent altogether you know, either being individual as an agent or on a team?
The way I see it is, the way we operate, the way we go about it is, even if you're not part of the team, you're still going to be able to have full access to us when it comes to your training and our leadership. You know, we always see it this way. You know, at the end of the day, being within the team is not for everyone, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be left outside that circle, that bubble. You know, you're still going to be part of us. We're going to help you grow. We're going to help you. We're going to sit down with you and see what your goals are, what your visions are. We're going to align them for you, and we're going to make sure that you're following through, and we're going to hold you accountable. So at the end of the day, we try not to look at it, you know, the team structure, even though we run the Soto Legacy Group team, but we all see it as one, no matter what. We're all going to grow together, you know, so the assets are always there. We're never going to give up on just that one person. It's important if you want to learn the aspect of the business. I always recommend align yourself with a team, because with a team, you're going to be able to dive deeper in and understand why it's important for you to be part of a team and where you want to go. And you will get there a lot faster. I'll be honest with you, you know, because now you have this support, this massive support within the team that you're going to be able to understand and see how quick you can. To me, being part of a team, you're going to get your goals a lot faster. That's
Correct.
important. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Correct.
You got to learn the business before you go on to bigger and better things. It's what we've always felt. And, you know, you ask our new agents that just joined us, that's the one thing that they'll clearly state to you is, you know what, why wouldn't we want to be here? You know, and it's a good thing that we have that. And obviously we want to bring those same people to the organization here with us, but more important, even with EXP, you know, just expanding out to not only here in El Paso, but throughout the whole US. Has been remarkably great. Like, for example, you guys, I mean, we're financially, I guess, in the model, we're not tied to you, but you guys are taking the time out of your day to invest in us and in our audience, for this matter, just to get a few tips here and there. And to me, that's amazing, because it goes to show the character, the people that EXP is continuing to bring on. We want to see other people succeed. And I've never seen that anywhere. And it's crazy to me in anything that I've done. You know what I mean? It's like people actually want, you know, and we're not competitors. We're all colleagues. And really, it really feels like that family that you need. And I'm really,
I agree.
I love that you said that, Edgar, because that's exactly how it is, man. You know, it's just like,
the spirit of collaboration is beautiful, and we all want to help each other to grow. And I think that's probably what I love the best. Having come from a place where I lacked a lot of support, and not that I had people against me, I just didn't know where to turn. And now we have this one family where everyone is like encouraging you and sharing and best practices and everything else. And it's just been an amazing connecting with people on such a beautiful level. So I'm grateful.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been awesome. We get agents and other team members reaching out to us and vice versa, you know, just to kind of collaborate and learn what's working for them, what's not working for them. And that's, to me, that speaks volume within the company. What was the purpose of this company is that, you know, we're all going to grow together, man. It's important. It's very important.
That's what I love. Like today, I wouldn't be here with you, with both of you. We would not be here if when I joined EXP, I really took the collaboration really seriously. So I jumped in and I saw Nick's name, like Nick. And I'm like, who is Nick? I'm like, and because of meeting him, and I say it every podcast, because I would have never been able to do this. I was like shaking. I'm like, oh my God. On my first podcast, like I was like, are you sure I should do this? And he's like, you're going to do it.
I love it. He's such a great motivator and pushing you to do things that you would be scared to do. And the truth is, like, I could totally relate to that, because I felt like from where I came from before, and again, I talk about this in my book, I was super shy before NAREP, for example. And NAREP actually was where I started to kind of loosen up and put myself out there. And I remember it was a silly thing. I'm in a meeting I'm not supposed to be in, not because they didn't invite me just because he was the invited person and I'm the plus one. And they're trained, you know, how to make announcements. And I'm like, I think you guys should just do a video on Facebook. Rebecca, that's a great idea. Why don't you do the video? And I was like, no. I had never done a video prior to that. And I said, well, I'm gonna have to put my money where my mouth is and I just have to do it. And I did. And it's just been a beautiful journey ever since.
Yeah, it's getting better. I'll still have a little bit of butterflies, but then when I get on, I'm like, okay, I could do this. I could do this.
I'm gonna say something that Nick said about 2 weeks ago at relaunch. He says, when I'm afraid to think about to do a video, I think about who I'm failing at the moment if I don't do the video. So think about it this way.
I love one.
Think about it that way, Jackie and Edgar.
Yeah, no, and he shared it with us during one of our one-on-ones, and I guess he kind of, I love it because he gets really like just fiery about any little topic, right? And it seems so small, but he gets so passionate about it, and he's willing to share that, right? He's like, hey, we're gonna do this. So our daughter, our oldest daughter, just joined the business, right? She's one of our new agents. And she's kind of tiptoeing kind of type of deal, right? And Nick literally challenges her on every Wednesday, like, you need to do this, you're gonna do that. And you just see her doing it, and you're like, you're doing it. It's because of what he's telling her to do, you know? Same thing with one of our other agents, Gerard. I would have never, this guy was doing
this
cabinets.
guy, like, he's like, doesn't talk.
Tight-lipped.
I'm like, did you hear me? He's like, like, and now he's like blossoming in
videos,
videos.
and you know,
I'm like,
it's
what in
amazing.
the world?
And that's awesome because all our team members and all agents, they know video and text message is key. You better be doing it. And we hold them accountable. I mean, we do our mega open houses, every one of them. We can have 4 of them doing that open house. All 4 of them are going live. I don't care if they go on hourly time segments, but they're all going live. You have to leverage social media. Social media right now is key, especially when it comes to video and text message. Video right now, think about it this way, guys. 98% of your followers are watching your videos, are opening your videos. The leads that come in, if you shoot them a video text and just say, hey, how are you? It was great connecting with you. I'm looking forward to working with you and helping you through your new home search. Think about it. Are they going to sit there and watch that video, or are they going to turn it off? No, they're going to listen. So if we're talking about a 98% open ratio, text message is 88%. That's key in running your business.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Guys, you guys can't get mad at us if we tell you jump on the show and not get some great tips. They're free. Take them, guys, and you guys will see some great success in your guys' business. So, so I just want to share that with the audience. But thank you so much for sharing all that good stuff there. Well,
what else can we throw in for the audience before this beautiful Friday? So what do you guys do in Orlando? I always think when I think of Orlando, I'm just like, God, they must be in the beach all the time. Like, fun and sunbathing.
We are about 40 minutes away from the closest beach. So yes, we can, and we have so many different beaches as well. Daytona, Cocoa, Clearwater's a little further out, but beautiful. New Smyrna Beach. And so definitely we have a lot of beaches to choose from. Most people have pools in their backyards, and it's always bright and sunny. I think in February we were already hitting 80-degree weather.
80, 90, yeah.
So we have a very short winter. Sometimes we out.
Here in El Paso, we just have tumbleweeds and dirt.
Really?
Mountain.
Always welcome, yeah.
It's a great place to bring your family. Of course, what we're known for most is the park. So we got Disney, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, Legoland, and Gatorland, which is our oldest theme park here. It's just a wonderful place, honestly. There's so much to do with your family, so many restaurants, and we are, during this COVID season, we are like pretty much functioning full speed, I would say, of course, wearing your mask and taking all the normal precautions, but it's still a wonderful place to visit. So I welcome everybody to come and visit the park if you're here.
Trip.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we almost had it. We were this close. Some things came up with our daughter. She's currently in her recruiting stage to picking out her school where she's going to move on to, and so we couldn't quite make it, but we missed out on relaunch. We really wanted to be out there and definitely get to meet with you guys, Veronica, and the whole crew that was there. Just an amazing event. But I know more are coming, and so we look forward to definitely getting down there.
We would love to have a cocktail.
Are you guys going to Cabo? You guys going to Cabo next week?
We couldn't find tickets.
Oh.
You know what I would do is I would put it on the Honey Badger page. Hey, anyone has I'm serious. Everybody's asking for tickets lately.
Well, I will pack my bags right now. I'm one of those where I'm like, where? Oh my God, let's go right now.
Yeah, we'll be there. A couple of us. I think it's like 5 or 6 couples. Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh. Well, say if we do get lucky to get some tickets, we will see you there. or schedule, but that would be amazing. If not, we'll wait till the very next. Every event is probably awesome, but we'll try to.
There's one coming up in Arizona next, so
Yeah.
who knows?
Amazing. I love Arizona. We like to just go down there and kind of.
Nice
We went with
getaway.
Fred Weaver. I don't know if you know Fred Weaver and Kevin Kaufman. He's on our downline in Honey Badgers, and he invited us out there for Agent Attraction.
Oh, really?
I'm excited to go check out Arizona and see what it's like.
It's so pretty down there. It really
Beautiful
is.
weather year round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very hot.
Yeah, we have our great friends, the Fazios, invited us over to Arizona, so we got to go visit them.
Oh, he's speaking to Chuck at 12 today.
yeah, 12:30 we'll be live with Chuck, so it'll be
I
cool.
tell you,
It's pretty awesome. It's gonna be a treat.
Tell them old Swain Rebecca says hi, man.
I am. Yeah. You guys were amazing. I wish I could speak to you like all day because I'm a talker, but I know where to go. We are very appreciative of everything
Absolutely.
you showed us, everything you taught us. I hope this isn't the first podcast that we could do together. Maybe we could dissect something else if somebody else comments and wants to hear a different topic. And we are going to get those copies of the book. So please remember, guys, get a copy. Married in Real Estate, you won't regret it. And not only that, there's all the tips and tricks of working together. So we learned so much from you today, Rebecca and Josue, and we thank Nick for putting us together. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. And, we do cover a topic, the 5 C's of a successful relationship, or partnership more rather. And
Right.
so if of any interest to anyone, we'd be happy to
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
do a quick topic on that. Yeah, we'll do a quick one on that next time.
And
Yeah, you touched on the first one, commitment.
That's right.
I'm telling you, man, I've been following it, and I tell them, man, you gotta stay committed, stay to it. But
Stick with me. I'm like, oh my God.
I was gonna say congratulations also on the article in the Real Producers in Orlando. That's awesome.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can get to Texas. But
yeah.
let's see.
So we'll get there. But thanks again, guys. We really
Thank you,
do
guys.
appreciate it. And although I feel, this is the first time we're actually, meeting. I say meeting because it's the new way to meet people via internet. But I feel like I've known you guys for a long time. So we do follow each other. I follow you guys tremendously. Thank you for everything that you guys do and inspire from afar. And look forward to continue a great collaboration, mastermind in the future.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you so much. And I'm inspired by you guys, and I hope to meet you in person soon.
Yeah.
We are, Rebecca. We will.
I've really enjoyed this conversation a lot. Thank you. And we're happy to keep collaborating. So let's keep growing together.
Let's do it. You all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.